Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining for another cleaning motivational. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tasha and I put out a cleaning motivational once a week. Today we're going to be tackling my very disastrous kitchen. It's gotten a little disarrayed because I've been doing a lot of cooking this past weekend, and I've also been doing a small meal prep this morning of breakfast items for my husband, and I'll share that later of what I created. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys two of my favorite easy meal prep ideas for lunches for your family in general, or dinners ideas that you might want to use. My husband is currently back in the office, so I am back to doing meal preps on Sundays and helping him have some healthier lunches throughout the week and keeping his portions in control rather than running to a fast food place on his break. This is what I always used to do, and I have missed doing it so much. Having him back in the office has actually been really great in our home. Me and Tennyson are back on a really routine schedule. He is loving being back in the office and being able to work hands-on with the people he actually has to work with rather than doing telecommunication. So it's been actually really great for our family. So I'm going to share some recipes with you guys as well as get this kitchen in order. I'm going to be cleaning out my fridge as well to make room for all this food prep. So go ahead and join me to get this area cleaned up and join me for some delicious, easy recipes at the end of it. If you like this kind of content, give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, as well as hitting that bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. Let's jump into this.
I've been reaching through the void, I'm easy, the only one I long for, aching through the night. I won't go there, leading me to nowhere. It's clear to me I'm stronger, reaching out of sight. Hear the sound of the animal, fear the beast, it's insatiable. Lead me on to incredible beats. It's time to be radical. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. I've been meaning to let you know I'm reading the signs you show of hurting, aching through the night.
Before I start getting totally into cleaning my kitchen, I want to go ahead and tackle my fridge in case there's any containers inside here that need to be washed. I really hate whenever I start the process of cleaning my kitchen, get all my dishes loaded, get everything cleaned, and then I clean the fridge out, and then I have to hand wash some dishes. So I'm going to go through my fridge right now, pull everything out, and just make sure that there's nothing in there. I believe I got rid of 2 containers, and I threw away a couple items. I know this morning I went to pull out some sour cream for the breakfast burritos that I created. I did some cut up ham with some potato O'Brien's, seasoned with cumin and cayenne, garlic powder and onion powder, and a little bit of pepper. And then I also added in some scrambled eggs with some cheese, and I made just some basic breakfast burrito mix. It's in that little blue bowl right there. So I went ahead and did that this morning. But when I pulled out the sour cream container, it was like completely like dried out, nasty. But then I realized I never threw away the old sour cream container, and I kept the new one in there. So I was really glad that I decided to clean up my fridge today, because sometimes things just get shoved in the back. And I also spill tea all over the bottom of this bottom rack at all times. There's always tea spilt down there because I drink so much tea, and it just always seems to get stuck down there. So I want to go ahead and get all this cleaned out before I start putting in the new food for the week.
Hear the sound of the animal, fear the beast, it's insatiable. Lead me on to incredible beats. It's time to be radical. It's over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. Read the signs of a broken man, reaching out of sight. Don't believe the lies that you understand. Aching through the night, reaching out for a better life. Reaching out of sight, begging you be my wife. incredible needs. It's time to be radical. Hear the sound of the animal fear. The beast is insatiable. Lead me on to incredible beats. It's time to be radical. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. I don't know what to say now. Did we already cross the line? Possibly overrated. Haven't seen you around before. It's no surprise, but I just gotta give you up. No sack.
In the beginning of this video, I let you guys know that I was going to be doing some food prep and like meal preps for my husband. I went ahead and picked up these bento go boxes. This one's their salad option. I don't know how many different styles they have, but these are the two that I found that I wanted to try. They're BPH free. I believe that they're completely dishwasher safe. They do say in the instructions to keep the lids out of the dishwasher just to ensure that the seal quality is well kept. But this top part comes off and reveals where your utensil goes. This one comes with a fork. My husband says they're a little small for his hands, but it works. It has a little salad dressing container right in the center, and then 3 sections where you can put your toppings for your salad or the meats and things that you want to add to your salad. I feel the bowl it comes with is a very decent size to have your actual lettuce with all your toppings and your dressing without having to feel like you have a very small portion. I went ahead and picked up the green colors because it matches my husband's uniform, but they do have multiple colors. This one comes with an elastic band. I really wish it was like a lock system like the other one, but the elastic band works just fine. It has its upper lid, and then it opens up to a 2-part bento section with a cutlery like board underneath that creates a lid for like your entree bottom. I really love the quality of these. I'm recording this voiceover a little after I did all this, and the day after my husband took this first set of bento boxes to work, I noticed that the stir-fry sauce that I had in the bento box ended up staining the tan portion, and I tried everything I could to get the stain out, but it just didn't. So that's one thing that I don't like about these boxes, but overall, my husband absolutely loved these lunch boxes. It makes it super simple to have just a container he can take rather than having containers inside of a lunch box or inside of a grocery bag, and all the nonsense that has to go with like packing different like portions of things. So I like that it's all contained into one small container, and it helps me with his portion control as well. This video is not sponsored, but I did want to give you guys just a little show of what I'm going to be doing with my meal prep, because I'm sure someone's going to ask about the containers, so I just want to give you guys informed. I do think I'm going to go ahead and purchase a couple more of the rectangle bento boxes because I really enjoy packing in those. And I'm going to go ahead and look and see if the Bento Go has any other styles because I'm really enjoying these boxes. But I'll keep you guys updated with the upkeep of them and how much I'm enjoying them if you are wanting to look into them as well.
Try
what they say. Are we okay the way we are? Or tell me, do I really have to change? 'Cause I don't know how to be her, the one you look at in the magazines. She turned your world upside and down, and I don't feel like I wanna wear the crown. And oh, can't help but feeling so low, and I can't seem to go on without your love. But then you just tell me to carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its home. Just carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its home. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its home. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its home. Oh, have you heard about the free world? Is it true what they say? Are we okay the way we are? Or tell me, do I really have to change? 'Cause I don't know how to be her, the one that's in your deepest fantasies. Invincible is all that we are if we never try to open up our hearts. And oh, can't help but feeling so low, and I can't seem to go on without your love. But then you just tell me to carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its home. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its home. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its home. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Love will find its
So I have been slowly trying to prepare for a vacation that I'm going to be taking. It's not really technically a vacation, but it'll be the first time I've traveled back home to Louisiana since we've moved here in Utah. It took a lot of courage in me and a lot of work through therapy to make the decision to travel. I suffer from a panic disorder as well as a severe amount of anxiety and agoraphobia, and I recently was diagnosed through therapy this year. I don't share that with you guys very often, but I thought that you guys should know that I do suffer from that. And recently I booked a plane ticket, and in about 10 days or so, I'll be headed to Louisiana, back to my roots where I feel like I'm at home, and get to see my best friend Brittany. If you guys have been around with my channel for a while, you guys saw that I helped her clean her home during one video a while back. She is now getting married, and I am so excited to be a part of that. So I'm going to cry talking about it. So I'm so excited to get to go back home. So if I do happen to be absent for a week or so, that is why. I did want to try to film as much as I could beforehand. We're going to see how my schedule goes. I have so much preparation to do before this trip. I have to get my hair cut, get a dress altered, shopping, all this nonsense that has to go into getting ready to be someone's matron of honor. So I am so excited to be able to go back home and be back where I feel like I belong and be around people again. I am very nervous for the travel of it, but I want to let you guys know that I will be heading back home and I might be absent.
I wanted to escape for a while. Thought that a couple of drinks could ease my mind. I've been thinking of you for 2 weeks straight. I know that I need to get myself back in the game. Someone said your name had a turn around. Suddenly you're there standing in the crowd. goes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine, you're still mine. They skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself. Oh, mine's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped, nothing's changed, we're the same. And we skip the small talk, cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else. I wanted to escape for a while. I called a couple of friends and we went out, but I never thought I'd see your face. I really wanted to escape, but it was just too late. Someone said your name, had to turn around. Suddenly you're there standing in the crowd. Everything comes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine, you're still mine. We skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself. Oh, mine's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped, nothing's changed, we're the same. And we skip the small talk, cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else. Skip the small talk. It's been a while now. Skip the small talk. It's been a while now. Skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself. Oh, mine's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped, nothing's changed, we're the same. And we skip the small talk, cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else.
How many times have I fallen for you? Every promise you never delivered. How many times all the words that you said had me mixing the sweet with the bitter? But I know what you're saying, don't need no explaining. You're making me shake and shiver. You're shining your shoes, but hey, I got news. I ain't falling for all of that glitter this time. As ready as I can be this time. I'll be running free. I've been afraid to go out in the night just to fall on my deepest desire. How many times did I call it a day, leaving all of my hopes in the fire? I know what you're saying, don't need no explaining. You're making me shake and shiver. You're shining your shoes, but hey, I got news. I ain't falling for all of that glitter this time. As ready as I can be this time. I'll be running free, 'cause my heart is rising. I'm taking it step by step. I'm running and running. I'm
I vacuum around my fridge all the time, but the first time ever I actually looked between the wall and the fridge when the light shone through, y'all, I am appalled at what is back there. It's like a whole pet and maybe three others back there. Like, look at all that pet fur. And technically, by base rules, we're not supposed to move our appliances because they don't want you to damage the linoleum. But for me, this is not okay. This comes off to me as like a fire hazard or just pure disgusting. So we're going to try here soon to move our appliances and see what's underneath them. The dishwasher, I'm not going to move, but I might try to move my stove. We'll see. I'm going to call housing and see if maintenance will move it or if I'm allowed to move it and what they want us to do when we do move it, because I have to get that hair that's behind my fridge because it absolutely disgusts me knowing it's back there.
I'll be running free. My heart is rising. I'm taking it step by step. I'm running and running. I'm not slowing down just yet.
Now that my kitchen area and my dining area is nice and clean and everything's where it should be, we're going to move on to meal prepping. We're going to start off with using the Crockpot, and I'm going to add in one large red bell pepper as well as one large green bell pepper and a medium white onion, or yellow as some people call it. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a good mix with my fingers just to break apart the onion and kind of distribute everything towards kind of evenly in there. Now with this recipe, remember that you can always manipulate it to what you need to have and what your desires are in flavor. I also like to add fresh garlic to this. I didn't have any on hand. I completely forgot to pick it up when I was at the grocery store, so I didn't have that on hand. I'm also going to be adding 14 ounces of a pizza sauce. I'm using the Classico brand. You can use any kind of marinara or pizza sauce or even a spaghetti sauce of your choice, as long as it doesn't exceed about 16 ounces, because after that it becomes extremely watery and you don't want that. So I'm going to add that as well as some crushed red pepper, some Italian seasoning, and some garlic powder. I added the garlic powder just because I didn't have the fresh garlic on hand. I'm going to give it a good stir as well as adding the uncooked Italian sausage on top of it. I'm going to cook the Italian sausage for 2 hours. And after the 2-hour mark, I'm going to pull the sausage out, cut it into bite-sized pieces. You can also skip this step by searing your sausage or pre-cutting your sausage as raw. I just prefer not to cut mine raw because I feel like it kind of falls apart really easily. So I like to let mine cook a little bit so the casing is really stuck to it and it doesn't just fall apart. If you want a good sear on your casings for the sausage, I do recommend using a skillet on the stove or using your grill. I went ahead and just added mine straight into the crock pot, let it cook for 2 hours. I pulled it out, I sliced it into bite-sized pieces, added it back to the crock pot for 2 more hours or until my sausage was fully cooked and my veggies were nice and tender. In the meantime, when I was cooking all of this stuff, I also went ahead and cooked up half a box, about half a pound of penne pasta to go with this. That's what my husband requested this time. It's also really good with rice and also just by itself if you choose to do like a keto style version of this. For my husband's portions, we decided to do 1 cup portions per each. I pre-cooked this pasta and I didn't think it would stick this bad, but it's not that bad. I did 1 cup portion of the penne pasta and then a 1 cup portion of the meat and veggie mixture on top of that. I just added a little of the extra sauce to it. And that was his lunch for, I guess, Tuesday for him. And then I'm going to be showing you another recipe here soon, which is kind of just like a stir fry, easy, simple, less than, I'd say, 20 minutes. I also have always added notes to my husband's lunches since as far back as I can remember of doing his takeaway lunches. It's been like a year and a half since he has gone back to work, actually in office. So this was fun to get back into. This exact lunch, I decided to do a joke and just a cute little I love you. I like to go back and forth between loving things, have a great day, little jokes, or I just leave a note as a reminder of something he needs to do. Today was, why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize? And the answer was, he was outstanding in his field. Told him to have a great day, I loved him, and gave him hugs and kisses. Simple, easy meal, so delicious, it made my house smell amazing. The next one is going to be 5 chicken thighs seasoned with olive oil, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and a little bit of sriracha. We're going to add this into a hot skillet with a little bit of olive oil. Let this cook up until it's fully cooked. I am also going to be putting an Asian medley steam pack into the microwave. Let that steam up, and then add it to the pot or the pan with some stir fry sauce as well as some garlic chili sauce. So again, for portions, we're going to do 1 cup of white rice with 1 cup of the chicken thigh and veggie medley mixture. And I went ahead and decided to add just a cute little treat because it is Monday, and Mondays always aren't the best. I decided to do some Oreo minis in the top half and leave him a note that just said, have a great day, I love you, XOXO. Mondays can be hard, you're back to work, so I wanted to make sure that he had a little treat along with his very healthy meal. And I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how this stacked together. I did let this cool down before I truly did seal it, but I wanted to show you guys how easy it was to put these containers together. I love these containers, and I hope that they stick around and be some of my favorite containers. If you liked this kind of content, give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, because I'd love to see you guys stick around. And always hit that bell notification if you want to see more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week.